What's up, everybody? My name is Matt Pennington. I'm your host here at the Slow Roll, as always. And you guys, we got a big announcement today. I don't know if any of you can see, if you're watching on YouTube. All the episodes now available on Spotify, Apple, all that goodness. Probably just get uploaded a day or two after the YouTube. A little burp, my bad. Follow me on Instagram for all those updates and goodness on all that stuff that you want to see from good old me. But you guys, I'm not in the damn sling anymore. The collarbone is healing. I ended up not getting surgery, and now I'm good. They told me, you're fucking healing up all right. I'm so happy I didn't. I'm still mad. I'm still mad, but pretty pumped that I didn't end up having to get surgery. So you guys, woo! Maybe we'll have our beautiful editor. Should just start calling the editor my middle name, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel's gonna go in and do some work. This is a solo production right now, you guys. The Slow Roll is lonely at this point, which is fine. I don't want to pay anybody to be a producer, and I don't expect anybody to want to sit here on the other side of me talking alone at this point. You know, I get it. When I deserve a producer, we'll get one. And does it look like I'm squinting? Yeah, the sun is in my eyes. I might fucking go get a hat and just give you guys some ASMR at some point. The video listeners will be like, where'd he go? Don't worry, this mic has Bluetooth connections that go very far. Or whatever they do. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I'm pumped I'm not in the sling. I got filled with so much energy. I didn't even know what to do with myself. I had to go on a walk to calm down. Which, it fucking sucks, because it doesn't suck. It's pretty good. It's pretty good that I'm not in the sling. But Saturday night I went to a bridal shower birthday party crossover. I wasn't at a bridal shower, all right? No, it was like there was a bridal shower and it was a girl's birthday that I knew. They had a little soiree. I had a couple cocktails and, fucking just having a good time. We were eating McDonald's on the drive home and my nose just starts pouring snot. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What is this bullshit? And I wake up the next day, fucking all nasally. This was Sunday. I'm recording this Wednesday. And then Monday I wake up and it's just full on green, just nastiness. Fucking watched Twin Peaks all of Sunday and Monday. Twin Peaks is the shit, dude. Dale Cooper, hell yeah. Let's go. I get why a lot of people would not enjoy watching it. I've heard so many things about it. One thing that I heard about it was that they didn't know how to end it, so the second season was long as shit, and I realized I'm now in the second season. I'm like, oh, fuck. Shout out Jeff King telling me that. Jeff King was like, oh, it's so fun, but they just didn't know what to do with the second season. And then apparently the movie they put out is like a fuck you to the people that thought it was whatever. I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun show to watch, I really might grab a hat in a second here, guys. All right. Sorry. What? Fucking. A little ASMR walking downstairs, I'm going to make sure we're all good here. I'm going to just grab the first one I see. Ooh, it's the one I wear 24/7 right now. Hell yeah. Little Baltimore Orioles crossed with the Grateful Dead. You guys, I swear this is going to make this go 14,000% better. Wow. And I probably look fucking cooler. No, I don't care how I look. I mean, I do. I don't want to look bad. You know what I mean? I did realize I was catching a lot of different looks in the sling. People were like, because sometimes I would go out and I would just wear just a tank top and shorts and the sling and just have sunglasses on and my beard is all scraggly. I'm going to shave this little scruff Leave just the mustache. Yeah. Fucking and people were definitely looking at me like I was like a fucking heroin addict, skinny as shit, just walking around. But I'm just sad because my fucking collarbone's broken. And then women would look at me and just be like, "Oh my God, look at him, a broken bird." It was very funny. It was very, very, very funny. So, yeah. How you look means something, but it's not everything. That's one of the reasons I like Twin Peaks, because like I don't need the most up-to-date cameras in the world, but I do like a good perspective. And like the shot is fun. They scored the hell out of it. It's fucking monotonous if you hate it. If you hate it, but if you enjoy it and you have fun. Especially being just like from being sick, and then having 2 days to just crush a fuck ton of Twin Peaks. Now that I'm out of the sling, probably never gonna watch TV again. I'm kidding, of course. Fucking been watching Love Island, dude. That shit rips. You know, I'm gonna be out and about. No, I'll fucking finish Twin Peaks, but yeah, and honestly, like. See, they say you're going to like the way you look because you go to Men's Warehouse. You should like the way that you look because it's you. I love fake inspirational. Don't worry. I know that was bad. That was terrible. That's the whole point, you know? It's so bad, it's good type of thing. No, it's just bad. It's just bad. I get it. You got it right. Yeah, but now that I been doing range of motion with this thing a lot, naturally. But now that I'm done with that, I get to move on to still do range of motion. Get to move on to doing some weightlifting of sorts. You know, I'm gonna double check that this isn't full of storage, because last time I recorded something, my phone crapped out like a dumbass. All right, cool. I know I did that very early into the podcast, but last time it happened to me 15 minutes into recording, and I just said, fuck it. This was a couple days ago. I said, you know what? Who cares? This is rubbish. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I ended up at the Sounds of Solidarity. It was kind of like they supported the No Kings. I could hear the music all the way across the park, and when I pulled up, the first thing I could hear, actually and understand and make out, was the end of a guy's music. It was a band, and it was the end of their set, and he went, "Fuck Donald Trump." I was like, word? All right, let's see where this goes. I bet it's the most high-minded of discussion. Because Trump rallies are the pinnacle of intellectualism. And no, it was good. People were talking about stuff, you know. Fucking, there was a speaker, and she did well. From what I could, you guys hear that fucking? I know you do. I know the mic's picking it up, so that's why I just kind of stared off, laughing fucking whatever. The speaker did well, and then a guy went up and he was singing rewritten folk songs. I don't fucking know, man. He was singing "This land is your land, this land is my land. Did you hear George Floyd say I cannot breathe?" I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? Chill. He literally said, it wasn't to "This is your land, is your land," but at one point he literally said, he was redoing "Which Side Are You On?" and he literally said, "Did you hear George Floyd say I cannot breathe when he was stuck under that fascist knee?" And like, hey man, I don't disagree with the fact that that shouldn't have happened. But like, it's just weird to like take old songs and then like put current problems. It's a folk song, it's 4 chords, write another one yourself. It's not hard. It's not that, it can't be. It can't be that hard. Just steal one. Right? I don't know. If you're a white guy stealing music from other white guys, is it even a sin? Does anybody even fucking care? I don't know. I like listening to the blues a lot and whatnot. And I like listening to black artists. It's like from back in the day. And so there's a term called a blues wanker, which is like a white guy that loves the blues. But it's funny that like that has like a negative kind of like, oh, you jerk off to the blues. A wanker in Britain is someone who fucking, oh, wank it, wanker, fucking blues wanker. Just sitting over there in his little pit of despair, him and Stevie Ray Vaughan, huh? Little fucking blues wanker. And just a bunch of white guys in Puma outfits. This fucking blues wanker. Yeah, it's got like a negative spin on it. But rocker, dude, I love classic rock. That's the coolest thing ever. A blues wanker just likes the original music. Right? Because the blues is black music. So if you're listening to the blues, that's probably listening to black guys like Muddy Waters and Buddy Guy and, you know? Little Richard. If you're listening to rock and you're calling the people that listen to those guys blues wankers, I feel like it's like a, what are you doing? You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just defensive. Probably. I'm a Ravens fan, dude. I believe in a strong defense. You don't have to throw touchdowns as long as you have an ironclad wall around your emotions. That's how life works, dude. Copy your sports team. Chiefs fans, they go for it all. They think that they're the best. They walk around, they're like, we're Taylor and Travis, Patrick and Brittany. Woo! What if Britney Spears married Patrick Starr? I feel like that's coming up in the 2025 Rolodex, you know? It's just fucking nuts. It's been a wild time, guys. Fucking Iran. Who knew they had weapons of mass destruction? We had to run right to that. You guys, when I heard that, even with a broken collarbone, I got mad. I said, I can't believe they're fucking doing that. What? I'm of the state of mind at this point that, like, I mean, I don't want to be at war. Let's say that. Not because, let's say that hypothetically. Let's say that. No, I don't want to fucking be at war. That sucks. I don't want anybody to get drafted. Shout out my clavicle breaking, though. Probably won't get drafted, you know, just because fucking not really fit for service, but, you know, whatever. Like, you could be a drone guy. It's like, I'd rather die on the front lines than, I don't even use Chat GPT. If they tried to get me to be a drone pilot in the military, I'd be so pissed. I'm like, bro, I don't know what a query is. What do you fucking mean? I don't know. If you use Chat GPT, God bless you. Like you believe in God. I know you don't. It's fine. That's got to be a weird life if you believe in God and use Chat GPT all the time. Like, where the fuck what's right? Your priest or Grok? I say that speaking at Republicans right now because, like, your priest might tell you that, well, it's a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war. What you have to understand is that when we go into places to defend Israel, you know that they're being very serious when they're saying Israel. It's Israel, dude. Shut the fuck up. well, we have to defend Israel. What you have to understand is these are bad. These are bad folks. They're crazy. They're lunatics. Okay, and sometimes you got to take out the bad guy. In the name of the Lord, Amen. You may now step up and embrace in the Holy Eucharist. But if you ask Grok, is the war worth it, or he might actually give you a couple numbers and say, well, actually, Israel has slaughtered a lot of Palestinians. October 7th was bad. Concentration camps in Gaza don't really leave a good taste in my mouth. I don't know about anybody else. And I'm saying this now, not because I'm just now realizing that it's a popular thing. No, I just haven't fucking been doing a podcast, and I'm not going to tweet all my thoughts every day, you know? You've seen me talk on stage, trust me. I've said it. In one way, shape, or form, you know? But I don't really, who cares? I also hate talk, I'll do political, whatever. People do not want to be hit over the head with whatever your fucking thing is all the time. That's something, when I was younger, I didn't really understand that. 19, 20, 21, I was like, no, but if they just keep listening, they'll hear. Some people just don't want to fucking, and that's not because they're dumb or stupid or whatever you want to call it. Brain could just be full. RAM's at full process, you know what I mean? They're balancing kid, what, this, that, the third. So it's weird when people go to a comedy show and they're like, I can't believe those people acted like that. It's they didn't care about what you were saying. And it's not this personal affront. Comedians find it very personal because, we wrote it ourselves and we sit in our little towers and but they're just there's a guy that's 5 minutes of my life, who really cares? That's what most stories are now too, you know? I say that because I was listening to this old Patrice O'Neal special. Now, Patrice O'Neal's a special comic. There's no doubt in that. He's a different guy. But then also, this goes for all the comedy in the early 2000s. And I think just culturally, a lot of things stuck around a lot longer. Things stuck around for 8 years. Now it's 8 months, you know? I don't know. That's what I feel like happens. And it feels he was talking about, he said, he brought up, are you guys tired of hearing about the earthquake in Chile? And then I think he started talking about Haiti as well, but he's like, dude, earthquakes don't even move the natural disaster. You know how fucking big a natural disaster would have to be for anybody to read about it for more than a week? California would have to fall off of the United States to eclipse Donald Trump saying Iran and Israel don't know what the fuck they're doing, okay? Look. They're two countries that have been going at it for a long time, hard. Excuse me. Getting over a wee bit of a thing here. No, it's gone for the most part. But I still just have that. I got the last of the phlegm up this morning, you know. So I still just have that little bit of residual, but it's all the last little bits are coming up now, so it's a good thing. But yeah, natural disasters just don't move and stories and I'm just using that as an example. Stories just don't sit around as long. There's just so many examples. If COVID happened in 2000, people would be doing bits about COVID in 2010. people were making Cold War era movies into 2008, right? Kind of, sort of. And if you look at the new Top Gun and whatever, the enemies are clearly some Chinese-Russian mix, whatever you want to fucking call it. Who cares? Doesn't matter. But culture just moves at such a faster pace now. Oh my God, what a revolutionary thought. Wow, what a new thing to say. So it's, it's hard to nail down a feeling about something. And we actually don't get bogged down with the news. The news moves so fast. And that's the difference. That's what I'm getting towards. It's like you used to be stuck with just a couple stories, right? You used to just be stuck with this fucking earthquake. What right now? What if war wasn't breaking out? What if there's no Israel, Palestine, no Ukraine or Russia? Say that's taken out. And it's just the ICE immigration stories. It would be on your TV all day. I'm only saying that way to illustrate how fucking much it would be, COVID is the only time that this country, in recent memory, experienced that kind. It's the and I think it's the reason I think it is the last time. Look at me, he's still here talking about COVID 5 years after it happened. Blah, 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 blah. But I really think it had a lasting impact on the way that we indulge news. The rise of TikTok and Reels and Shorts and all of that type of stuff. Again, I just started podcasting. These things have been said before, but I'm saying them now because this is cool. When it's not even then about like the news. It's just if you get the news through Reels and it's 45-second chunks. Like the commercial break is when you turn to your spouse and you go, "What do you fucking think about that? What do you think about what? You didn't care about that? Mm-hmm. What?" Dialogue, discourse, well this, well that, well, oh, I never thought, yeah, kind of really, well, isn't that because, no, what the fuck about that? Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were a fucking blah, blah, blah. I'm not a fucking blah, 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 it's just fucking blah, 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 blah. You want to watch a movie? And that's how, but everybody's sucking the news in through their phone by themselves on the train, and it's like fucking Joran Mondami's a lunatic by Trump on Truth Social, and then the next thing you scroll through, fucking Pokemon. Ding, 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 ding. It's all fun stuff, I saw there's actually more microplastics in glass bottles because of the paint on the motherfucking caps. Again, you guys, I'm just checking that we're still recording, not worried about continuing to talk. Now it sounds like I'm worried about continuing to talk. I could talk for way too long. Just you watch. Now that I got my fucking hat, and there's nothing, sun's not in my eyes, feels so good to be out of the Sling. Honestly, I'll talk about the microplastics thing in a second. It just feels, and I know people go through a lot worse. I'll be the first to say I understand that. I broke my wrist back in the day, but I was in community college. Something about it just didn't feel real. It was such a weird limbo state of my life. It was just like, whatever. I got back to using it too fast. I lost some fucking rotation in it. You can see right here. This one just turns over more. This one doesn't turn over as much. It doesn't matter to you guys too much. And this one just, I was in, so I'm in community college. Who cares? It doesn't really matter. Fuck it. Oh, my arm's broken and sweaty while I'm drunk, which was terrible. I wish I would have fucking thought about that. But I didn't, and whatever. But it's fine now. It works. My thing with the breaking the collarbone at 28, it's like, I had fucking plans for the summer, man. I was going to do things. I was going to work really hard and make a bunch of money. Then I had to sit around like a sack, getting disability paperwork's a fucking cunt. That system's a mess. God bless anybody that works in it, trying to make it work. I get it. It's got to be fucking hell. No hate on the people in the system. Don't really have a solution. I'm not here to... I just got affected by this industry. I'm not about to scream about it from the rooftops, I am screaming about this right now, though. I think I'll be having a show at the Port Comedy Club soon. Pennington and Friends coming up. It'll either be late July or early August. Yeah, stay tuned for tickets to that. Don't miss out. Now you're here. Should be a great time. Going to talk all about. I want to get. I just want to fucking get the jokes about the collarbone behind me, and all of that crap, and just like, I'm gonna tape this, you guys. Is that preemptive? Probably. Who cares? I don't know. There's dumber things to do in this world. Fucking. There's an Albert Camus quote. Nobody take this too seriously. But it's like, do I kill myself or drink a cup of coffee? Coffee's pretty good. Do I kill myself or shoot a comedy special? Comedy special's pretty good. And it's not going to be a special. It's just going to be a set that I post. I'll call it a name. It'll be a thing. It's not a special. I don't know. It's some comedy from me. I don't want to call it a special. Maybe I'll call it a fucking one-man show, which it's not going to be. I'm going to have like 4 openers probably to get the wheels nice and greased. And because I like that, Pennington and Friends, want to have a bunch of funny people out. I'm thinking about having everybody put their phone in a bag, since it'll be a live taping. I feel like that would be pretty cool. We'll see, but and if so, it'll just be envelopes. Don't worry. If that's like no, don't worry. You guys, it'll just be an hour and a half without your phone. Everybody hanging out, having drinks, having a good time. It'll be fun. I hope to see anybody listening to this there. Obviously, if you can't be there because you don't live in Baltimore, fucking have fun wherever the fuck you're living. Kabir, go fuck yourself. I'm talking to a person, not just screaming a random name. Fucking shout out. Always sending the best clips. He's the man. One day he might fucking slide on the pod. There'll be good Kabir stories to come. Yeah, but so, it'll be just talk all about my collarbone and what the tale of it has meant to me. Trying to figure out the right way to write the description. It's so hard to not write something that's the cheesiest fucking thing in the... I mean, maybe it's not for you guys if you use ChatGPT, No, even that would come out fucking annoying. So it's like trying to write something that just doesn't sound like the most god-awful, boring, corny thing in the world. So, for a description, to get people to come to the show with a blah, 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 and all that goodness. We'll figure it all out, but that'll be posted soon. We're going to get all that on the roll. And then, yeah, we're gonna have a great time the rest of this summer. Not going to be drinking out of glass bottles. Told you guys I was coming back to it. Did the mics not pick up those snaps? No, they were the worst snaps The world has ever seen. You guys, we're fucked. We're fucked. Glass bottles. They're supposed to be... Why are you putting paint on it if that's going to create the microplastics? Who cares about the paint? Just put a blank top on it. Branding is going to kill us. And not because of the product, because of paint. And because of the plastic bottles that look good or whatever. It's fucking terrible. Alright, I actually have nothing really to say on that. I don't give a fuck about it. Who cares? We're all going to die. You know? I'd be like, yeah, do what you can. Drink out of glass. I like this cup because I got it at a Grateful Dead concert, so I drink out of it all the time. Microplastics will probably give me cancer. What are you going to do? You know? Yeah, I saw UK Parliament voted on assisted dying, my life, my death, my choice. The slogan of the movement. That, alright. If you need the government to help you kill yourself, you don't want to fucking do it, dude. I know people that have survived it. They didn't need to like go down to the DMV and say, is it alright if I kill myself on Thursday? I've thought about doing it. The thing that held me back was never like, what if I go to jail if this doesn't work? I haven't really thought about it, but you know. We all go to a fucking dark place at 5 a.m. in the end of a bag. To quote a friend, I will leave you nameless, good sir. The double hands up. You guys, I'm just so excited to stretch my arm. So if you're listening on Spotify and Apple, you're not seeing me stretch all the way out. It's so good to know that I'm allowed to just move it, not wear the sling anymore. I know I'm harping on that, but you guys, I got a new fucking, you know, they changed the contract all my life. The Jew lawyers came in and rewrote this Polak a new piece of paper. So I'm excited about it, you know. Few things to get excited about. So that is mixed emotions, you know, because like then my phone goes on SOS mode for 10 minutes while I'm walking back, and I'm like, of course, EMP, everything's out, fuck it. Only my phone is on SOS mode, the lights are still on. It's a little bit of paranoia. I hope the ceasefire actually works. I don't know. Doesn't really feel like much ado a lot, you know. Feel like it's kind of an Iran and Israel war. They say it. I'm boring myself. They say it's a proxy war. But it feels like they hate each other too. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, they've got uncles that can buy them booze or whatever, or buy them a gun, whatever they need, whatever fucking millionth different analogy you've heard about this from a million different memes. None of them are wrong, just all been done before. So I'm not going to say that I'm original. Like, yeah, the U.S. and Russia are like the big brothers of Iran and Israel, for sure. I get it. But what does that have to do? It feels like they just don't fucking like each other. It's not like they're really fighting each other because maybe they're fighting. Maybe the reason they can is because, but it feels like they want to fight. You know what I mean? It's so funny to like put now then Israel might have some tapes of some people. Who knows? It feels like we're infantilizing the Middle East, personally, you know? It literally feels like kids in a sandbox, and we're like, stop throwing sand at each other. It's like, let me just probably let them figure it out. The kids are never going, one of them got sand in their eye. Okay. Just leave the sandbox or fucking beat the other kid up. And fucking get his corner back. You know? Whatever. But you know what shouldn't happen? A bunch of adults that aren't actually related to the children in the sandbox come in and help. That feels weird. That feels unnecessary. Feels like, why did this Chinese guy just stop a black kid from hitting an Asian, and a white lady's trying to stop the Asian from hitting the black kid? None of these people are supposed to be together, but they are? Whatever. Okay. You tell me why that makes fucking sense. I'll never understand it. I do. I get it. It's all about moolah. You guys like the fucking cloud moving in? A little bit of lighting change, if you may. We're going to see how long we've been on. All right, cool, guys. This isn't the biggest fucking most fantastic ending in the world. I got a couple things to do tonight, so, this isn't going to be the longest episode ever. I'm happy to check in with you guys. Happy to let you guys know. Boom. Got the collarbone back. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Fucking cheesy 70s music. Dun, dun, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum, dun, 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 dun. The montage of the training. No, don't worry. I'm probably not gonna make any videos of myself. I'm not really gonna record myself working out. Maybe I will if it's funny, if I think of a funny thought while doing it, but I'm not gonna make a whole thing of me recovering from my clavicle injury. I'll tell you guys about it on the podcast, of course. I'm going to physical therapy tomorrow. Let's go. I'm pumped. First time they're going to be able to tell me to do some light weight. Probably do a podcast episode in a day or two after that. Talk to that person about it. You guys will hear about it. I'm just not going to make a fucking series on it. That's weird. I don't like that. Pure vlogging and not selective broadcasting is a little odd to me. Now then, I've been watching a little bit of Love Island. Does it sound entertaining to go on that show? Yeah. For all of the right reasons. Goodbye.